What's going on, everyone? If you clicked this video, you are probably thinking about making a move to Canyon Lake, California, or you are wondering where the hell and what the hell is, what even is Canyon Lake? I've seen it on Instagram once. It looks pretty cool, but I never even knew this place exists. So in today's video, I'm going to break it all down for you. And I can promise you by the end of this video, you will understand where Canyon Lake is, what Canyon Lake is, and why this is the most hidden gem in Southern California. So let's get into it. And for those who do not know me, my name is Gage Nelson, and I am your Canyon Lake expert. I've made it my mission to help families discover this exceptional waterfront lifestyle that this community offers. So let me show you why thousands of families have chosen to call this hidden gem home. Let's get into it. Why Canyon Lake should be your next move. Simply, and this is the number one, the waterfront lifestyle. Wake up to lake views and spend weekends boating, wake surfing, fishing, and paddleboarding on your 525-acre lake. It's resort-style living without the price tag. Next would be safety and security. This community is 24/7 guard gated. So if you want, friends or family to come in that live outside the gates, you have to call them in. There is no outsiders allowed. This community is very tight knit. From boat parades to holiday festivals, there's always something happening. It's you could call it a bubble in a sense. Like everybody does kind of know everybody, but there's pros and cons that come with that, right? So, and then next would be the amenities, resort amenities. We have an 18-hole championship golf course, the private lake itself. We have Gold Fields, which is the Little League baseball fields. They also do adult league softball. We have the equestrian center, 16 different parks and beaches. And I'm telling you, the list goes on when it comes to amenities. Next would be incredible value. You get way more home for your buck here in Canyon Lake in this area of California rather than being on the coast. Don't get me wrong. I love the coast, but you're spending $1 million to get into a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, maybe 1,000 square feet. Here in Canyon Lake, for $1 million, you could be sitting lakefront in a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, getting up to 2,500 square feet. You got your own private dock. You're living the ultimate lifestyle. So let's explore Canyon Lake's distinctive neighborhoods. These are the different areas within Canyon Lake, and we are going to start off with the main lake. Prime waterfront living with direct boat access. This is where things are going to speed up a bit. This is a 35-mile-per-hour wake zone. So that's where a lot more of the boat activity is going to be going down. That's where you're going to be doing your wakeboarding. A lot of fishing, which is going to be throughout the lake. Next, you have the East Bay. This is where I live. The East Bay is a lot more quiet. 5-mile-per-hour, no wake zone. This is where you're going to do your paddle boarding. This is where you're going to go kayaking. You're going to jump off your dock and go swimming. It's you don't have to worry about boats flying by and hitting you. This is where you're going to find your peace and quiet, to say the least. And then you do have the North Ski Lake right here. This is where slalom skiing. There's a slalom skiing course back there, tournament skiing. Very good fishing. It's not really where you're going to be hanging out majority of the time. Let's say you have a house on the East Bay and you want to go to the North Ski Lake. You're going to have to take your boat out of the water and go launch it in the North Ski Lake. It's all within the gates, but it is kind of a hassle there. You can't boat over there from the main lake or the East Bay. And then you have the Canyon Estates. Spacious lots with panoramic views, elevated properties offering breathtaking lake and mountain views. Larger lots provide more privacy and space. There actually is a property for sale right now over on Sorrel Lane, and it is probably my favorite, and I'm telling you, my favorite property in Canyon Lake. It sits on I think it's 2.5 or 3 acre lot, big old home, huge pool, RV parking. I mean, it is amazing. That is actually outside of the gates. You are not going to find property on an acre here in Canyon, like within the gates. So you have the Canyon Estates. So if you're someone that needs a little bit more property, Canyon Lake does offer that, but it can be rare to find. This is the property over on Sorrel Lane is the only one listed currently. You have the golf course area. So if you're a golfer, you want to live on the golf course, plenty of homes, plenty of opportunity for that also. You could a lot of the golf course homes, they have little golf cart parking in their backyard. So you just take your golf cart out of the little garage and go directly onto the golf course. All right. So let's understand the Canyon Lake investment a little bit. The median home price here in Canyon Lake is going to be $750,000. Okay. You can get into something a lot cheaper. You can get in here around, I would say, $350,000. You could spend up to $4.2 million in the lake. There is a property on the main lake listed for $4.2 million right now. Weedy bit overpriced, but you could spend that amount. Your median home price is going to be $750,000. HOA dues, $345 per month. But guys, if you're someone that is coming from a non-HOA community, this could seem like a lot of money, an unnecessary expense per month. Think about it though. 16 different parks and beaches that are getting maintained. A 500-acre lake that is being treated. You have a golf course. You have an equestrian center. You have Little League baseball fields that need maintenance. This $345 I would look at as an investment. Property taxes, 1.1%. What your HOA covers, just touched on that a little bit, but yeah, you also have your 24/7 guard gated, security and patrol. Lake maintenance, beach access, golf course, pools, and recreation facilities. Let's see. That's rental rates. You're anywhere between $2,000 to $6,500 a month. Average days on market here in Canyon Lake right now, this needs to be updated a little bit, but it's around 60 days on the market. So let's proceed. So if you're thinking about making a move with your family, you have a couple kids that need to go to a great school. Canyon Lake does have a good school district. We have the Lake Elsinore Unified School District with Canyon Lake Middle School and Temescal Canyon High School. You have an 8 out of 10 rating on the middle school and a 7 out of 10 rating on the high school. There is also private schools nearby. You have Rancho Christian School, that is K through 12. You have Linfield Christian School, and you have St. Catherine of Alexandria. So yeah, school systems are pretty good. And you are also near Temecula, which is like top 7% of school districts in all of the United States. So very, very, very good schools around here. Career opportunities and economic growth. So Canyon Lake is very centralized. You are in the Temecula, you're right in the Temecula Valley. You have Temecula, you have Murrieta, you have Corona, and the Inland Empire. Temecula is growing rapidly. Murrieta growing rapidly. The Inland Empire and Corona growing rapidly. There is an abundance of job opportunities and career growth. Some of the growing industries are healthcare, real estate, construction, and tech. Tech is becoming huge, especially with, AI. Remote work. If you have a remote job, I would hands down say Canyon Lake is the ultimate place to live. This place, you feel like you're on vacation every single day. Now guys, look, I'm a real estate agent, so a lot of my work is also remote. I am home a lot. This is the view that I get to look at every single day when I'm working at my dining table. Beautiful lake views, right? I'm telling you, if you are a remote worker, this place is calling your name. Let's proceed. Let's talk about the weather in Canyon Lake. You guys, you're getting that typical Southern California weather. Enjoy 265 days of sunshine year-round. No, it's not coastal, so you're not getting necessarily the beach weather, but it is Southern California. In springtime, you can expect to be, hitting 70 to 85 degree weather temperatures. Summertime, it can get very hot at times. You can expect 85 degrees to 110 degrees. There is some days during those summer months where it could get pretty blistering hot, but you're living on the lake. Go outside, go lay by the beach, dip in the water, go on the boat. You have that access, so it's not like you're living in an area where you can't manage it. During the fall time, September to November, you can expect for the temperature to be around 75 to 90 degrees. And then during the winter times, 55 to 70 degrees. It can get pretty cold too. We get some rain. It's never going to snow. Southern California, it doesn't snow. But if you are looking for the snow, you're only an hour and a half, 2 hours away from Big Bear, which we will get into next. So convenient access to everything SoCal. You are 15 minutes from two major freeways, the 15 freeway and the 215, right? You are an hour away from the beach. You have Oceanside, San Clemente, Carlsbad. You're about an hour and 15 minutes away from Newport Beach, Dana Point. I mean, it's all just right there, guys. You have Temecula Wine Country, which is 25 minutes away, which is world-class wineries and restaurants. You have Big Bear in the Mountains, which is about an hour and a half, 2 hours away. You have San Diego, 90 minutes away, beautiful beaches. You have the San Diego Zoo. And then you also have LA, which is 90 minutes away. Canyon Lake is very centralized. You're 90 minutes from San Diego, 90 minutes from LA, right? You have Joshua Tree National Park, which is 90 minutes. And then the happiest place on earth, Disneyland, is an hour away. Very centralized. There's just an unlimited amount of things to do, whether you want to go to the beach, you want to go to the mountains, you want to go to Disneyland, LA, San Diego, you name it, we got it. All right. Airports. You got Ontario International Airport. You have John Wayne Airport and San Diego International. These are all very good airports. Ontario and John Wayne are less busy. I really love going to Ontario Airport, but if I'm looking to fly far, if I'm going to Florida or something, I am going to San Diego Airport. All right, or go to Hawaii, I'm going to San Diego. All right, endless activities and local favorites. We have our own community restaurant. It's the Lodge, right? That's where everybody goes for lunch, dinner, cocktails, weekend dinners, everything. We have Pepe's, which is our Mexican restaurant. That is outside the gates in the Canyon Lake Center, but it's awesome. You just drive your golf cart over there. This is a golf cart friendly community. Everybody has a golf cart, right? So you get in your golf cart, you go drive to the Lodge to go get some, lunch or dinner. You can drive to Pepe's Mexican restaurant, which is outside the gate. You can drive your golf cart across Railroad Canyon, which is the main street outside the main gate. And once you go across the street, you will be in the Canyon Lake Center, which there's a bunch of local shops. We have the Canyon Lake Market and Pepe's, right? We have Sports Stop and Grill, which is also in the Canyon Lake Market. If you're going to, if you're looking to go get a beer and watch, the football game, grab a burger, you want to go to Sports Stop. All right. Other nearby dining destinations, Old Town Temecula, look it up. All right. I'm not going to go too much into it, but tons of nightlife, great for kids. There's arcades, amazing food, steakhouses, Italian, barbecue. It has everything, right? And then you have the Lake Elsinore outlets where you could go shopping, food court. That's not going to be your ideal spot to go get some dinner or lunch. Some community events and activities. The activities and the events are genuinely endless. Every month there's loads of events. We have the Canyon Lake Cars and Coffee that happens every third Sunday of the month, and that'll be hosted at a park. You go, you bring your cool, if you got a sports car, you bring your sports car, you bring your old school, Camaro or whatever you got, bring it, have a cup of coffee, enjoy other, people that are bringing their cars, and it's a great networking event. We have concerts. This weekend, the Marshall Tucker band will be playing at Canyon Lake. We have golf tournaments and then seasonal, festivals. also I want to touch is the holiday boat parade. During Christmas time, everybody dolls up their pontoon boat or whatever boat they have with Christmas lights, and they come down the East Bay. We have judges, which are actually my neighbors, that judge the parade, and then there's a winner, right? They also do the same thing for the golf carts. All right, little bonus. I told you guys a lot about what Canyon Lake has to offer. All right, you're probably a little overwhelmed, so just relax. All right, there's a lot going on here, but if you are genuinely interested in making Canyon Lake your home, here is a smooth relocation checklist. If I were in your position, this is exactly what I would do right here. All right. Number one, first you got to find a real estate agent. Schedule a consultation with me to tour neighborhoods, understand the market, and identify properties that match your lifestyle and budget. All right. That is number one. Whether it's me or somebody else, I highly suggest you find an agent that lives here in Canyon Lake, lives, breathes, sleeps this stuff. All right. They are going to be the person that is going to be able to find you the perfect house for the perfect price. Once you find your right agent and you start exploring a little bit, it is crucial to secure your financing. All right. Get approved with a local lender who understands the Canyon Lake properties. And then they are going to be able to explain to you and tell you what your buying power is, whether it's $650,000 or, man, you're a baller and you could afford a $2 million property. All right. We're going to be able to understand. And then from there, we will be able to know what properties obviously you can afford and what we should be looking at. All right. So then you're going to go through, we're going to get you set up on a home search. I am going to provide you with off-market opportunities, and we are going to find you the perfect home, and we are going to submit an offer. All right. Once the offer is submitted, we are going to complete inspections and our due diligence period. I'll coordinate professional inspections and review HOA documents, the CCNRs. We're going to get an appraisal, home inspection, termite inspection, go over all of the property disclosures to ensure that you have all of the information and that this is the right property for you. Okay. Once you do all of those inspections and you remove your contingencies, you're in. Because once you remove those contingencies, you do not get your earnest money back, which is typically 1% of the purchase price, which is deposited right after you get your offer accepted. So it's fully refundable until you remove your contingencies. Keep that in mind. You don't want to remove contingencies unless you are comfortable. All right. So, but once you do that, it's time to start planning your move. Whether you're coming from the next city over or you're relocating from Florida, it's time to start planning this move. We need to arrange movers, transfer utilities, update addresses, and I will provide you with a comprehensive moving checklist and local vendor recommendations to make your moving day stress-free. As you can imagine, I've done some business here. So I've got the people that can make this, transition of your life stress-free. All right. Close escrow and get keys. This is an exciting day. On closing day, you will sign final documents and receive your keys. I'll be there to walk you through everything and answer any last minute questions. And guys, then you get to call Canyon Lake home. You're going to settle into the Canyon Lake life. It's very important to register with the POA office, get your gate access cards, and just start exploring the amenities and living the ultimate lifestyle that Canyon Lake has to offer. Here are some essential contacts. If you have any questions, you want to reach out to the Canyon Lake POA. This is their number right here. Okay. Utility setup. We have the Lake Elsinore Valley Municipal Water District and then Southern California Edison. We have an urgent care, which is just right down the street, 8 minutes away. That is accelerated urgent care. And then we have our post office, which is in the Canyon Lake Center. This is just a U.S. post office. All right. Guys, are you ready to make Canyon Lake your home? There is so much. It's about impossible to break down exactly what everything Canyon Lake has to offer in one video. This is just an ultimate relocation guide. So if you are really wanting to get specific and break into what Canyon Lake, everything that Canyon Lake has to offer, and to ensure that this is the right move for you, guys, contact me anytime. Right here. My number is 661-904-4071. You can call me. You can text me at any time. When you call or text me, we are going to have, we'll have a normal conversation, but I am going to suggest that we schedule a call. Let's sit down for 30 minutes and really break down what type of lifestyle you are looking for. I want to get to know you and your family. How many kids do you have? What size of a house do you need? Do you want to be on the water? Do you want to be on the golf course? There is a lot to understand when it comes to moving to Canyon Lake. So if you're thinking about making Canyon Lake your home, shoot me a call or a text message right here at 661-904-4071, and I will get you set. All right. Guys, and with that being said, thank you for giving this video a watch. Go ahead and shoot me over a call or a text. And until then, I will see you on the next one. Peace. Thank you guys so much again for watching this video. If you have any questions at all or want this relocation guide, leave a comment below. And if you want the relocation guide, just comment relocation and I'll get that sent over to you. And until then, I'll see you at the top.